presentation. In today's presentation, we want to talk about a wonderful opportunity on the internet called Ultron. Ultron, it's the first layer one project of our time that has their own application. And in our own time right now, it's the best thing that comes to us ahead of time. When this project came in, we were not informed. It was being distributed amongst some set of um, people who they believe are financially strong and could handle the validator and the finances. This particular project, it's in for me and you, no matter how much we think we have. Anybody with $100 can be part and be a stakeholder of these projects. But before we move further, I would love to educate you on how crypto works and how you can invest in crypto markets. There are a lot of ways of making money from the crypto space. And one of the easiest way of making money from the crypto space is called trading. When you're trading a coin, it simply means you're buying a coin at a particular time and you're selling the coin at a particular time. So when or which time are you buying? It also depends on the kind of trade you're doing. If you're trading sports, it simply means the only thing you need is to buy a coin when it has appreciated in value, or when it is just being launched that it is yet to appreciate, then you now sell it when it has appreciated. So that is one of the easiest way of making money on the internet. That you can also buy a coin when it is high and decide and predict that this coin is going to be low and you sell at a lower price. So this time around, instead of you buying and selling, you'll be selling and buying. So it is called futures. But don't let us go there tonight. Let's simply talk about the simplest way of making money on the crypto space. This is trading sports, buying a coin and predicting that that coin is going to appreciate. After predicting that it is going to appreciate, then you sell after it has appreciated. But the issue we have is, despite all this, it is not easy to predict because there are some things that are involved in predicting coins. Just like the best way to go into real estate, there are a lot of ways of going into real estate. You can decide to be a marketer. You're doing real estate. That means some people have some lands or have purchased an estate and you're promoting that estate to get commission. You're still doing real estate. But the easiest way and the best, finest way is to foresee a kind of development in an area where development is yet to be. Buy huge amounts of land, I mean, hectares of land, then start selling in bits. Somebody sometimes did something. The person bought hectares of land. He now sectioned those land, as in forests, thick forests. He sectioned that forest into four. You know, on the place he knew is going to develop first. The area he thinks is going to develop first, he left that place and went to go and sell the one inside. So he sold the two sections inside. So when he sold those two sections, they were like villages. So he sold them in order to promote the ones in front. Number one, the ones in front is going to like have value because there is road network around that side. But the one behind, he went to go and sell it at reasonable, as a very reasonable price. You know, when he's buying, maybe he's buying an hectare for 500,000. He was selling a plot around 500, maybe 300,000 inside. You understand? You know how much he's going to gain. But that is not the business that when those people had set down, they were now asking for the outside parts. He refused to sell it and is yet to sell it now. But with time, he's going to create an estate in front. That is the plan we had he's doing. So when he creates that estate, each one of them will be paying more than the amount he bought the whole land or the whole forest. So here, in the same thing is happening here. See a coin that is just being launched. You want to buy it, hoping that the coin will rise in value. Then you will now sell that coin at a very outrageous price. And one of the coin will be even more than the amount, the whole money you used in buying the whole coin. For example, you purchased the coin at $1 each, and you bought $100. I now waited till the whole coin became $100. So when you are selling one coin, that means you already have your $100 back. So that means you all and now be on.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah,
Wow.
net off. Okay.
Yes.
Like I was
Okay. You're
okay.
welcome.
I think I was talking about the coin, the way coins appreciate at time the network took me off.
Yeah, it took me off too, and I
Do
came
I
back to
can I
find out.
get
Yeah, you can go ahead, sir. You can go ahead.
okay, sir. So like I was saying, I'm sorry, this is Nigeria. Okay, as I was saying, so you buy a coin, and sometimes the amount you buy one coin, for example, I said you can buy a coin of $1 and you buy $100 worth of coin. Sometimes just that one coin might appreciate to 10,000, $100, And the amount you use to purchase just one coin will be more than the amount you spend on the entire coins. A coin of $1 that you purchased 100, you might later on sell the whole 100 coins at $10,000. It is very possible when we talk about crypto. But like he has said, it is easier said. It is not all times that coins does that. There are a lot of people who have purchased coins, but those coins did not do any good. Just like a lot of people purchases farmland, forex, in the name of making it an estate for people to buy. But unfortunately, development did not go that side, and people did not look at that land. So that is one funny thing. It's about prediction. Only God knows tomorrow, but it is about predicting. But if you're predicting crypto's growth, there is one thing you need to consider. It is called use value, use case. Those coins that you're buying, what is going to be, what are they going to be useful for in the nearest future? Do they have a potential of being in the system in the nearest future? In case you don't know, crypto is just like money, and it is just money. They are just source of exchange. What is going to be a value of a currency that people are not making use of? Let's assume Nigerian Naira. Let's assume we stop using it. The government only produce it. We start using dollars to pay ourselves, just like we have started using crypto to pay ourselves. What do you think will happen to the Nigerian Naira? One of the major reasons why Nigeria will be as bad as anything is because we are not encouraging our production. So that means the only thing we do is to buy things from outside. So majorly, we lay more emphasis in transacting with foreign money instead of using our own money. Assuming we are selling outside, you sell with your currency outside. It's Nigerian Naira would have been more valuable. But we are not producing. All we do is imports. Our oil, we even import our oil. We import matches. We import toothpick. We import anything importable. And what do you expect? It will tell on our currency. The same thing here. If there is a crypto coin without usage, then there is no how that coin is expected to do well. If it mistakenly does well or do well, it will still die in natural deaths. And that is why we don't want you to miss one out of tens of thousands of coins that has usage. Now, listen, maybe I should rephrase that. There are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of coins, but very few has use value, has reason for usage. Check one of those best coins. When we talk about BNB, we are talking about Binance Coin. The only reason why Binance Coin is moving and being relevant, even when most of you do not really pay attention to the buying and keeping of Binance Coin, is because it has a use value. On Binance, if you're trading Forex, futures, doing any transaction on Binance, BNB is what they use as fuel fee. If you're not using BNB, that means you'll be using USDT and you'll be paying more. more than times 2 times 3. So the reason is just to frustrate everyone to remember to use their coin. So they subsidize whatever transaction fee if you are using BNB. Check Trust Wallets. If you want to do any transaction on Trust Wallets, you must have BNB as the fuel fee. So when a coin is having usage, no matter what happens, that coin will be relevant. Yes, there is economy, what do we call it? Appreciation and depreciation in value of coins. That's a general thing. And that is normal thing. It's not going to be to just one coin. It's a natural thing. But away from that, you will never see that coin goes down like Luna did. Usage is very, very important when we come to coin. When we talk about Ethereum those days, there were a lot of programs that were being done on Ethereum. Why? They made sure they run a lot of networking programs, peer-to-peer programs, and so on Ethereum. And Ethereum became one of the second biggest coin, the second biggest, most stable coin. You know, there is difference between a coin just rising to an amount of price and being stable at it. Bitcoin, the power of all coins. Major reason why Bitcoin grew to that stage was because there was a system around Bitcoin those days. It took them time to grow Bitcoin. Number one is the number one coin. Number two is that that coin was like a specimen coin. You know, the first thing that ever happens. People do not, just like when Jesus came, it happens. When prophet comes, you hardly want to believe him. So it takes time, maybe after his death, then you start believing. But thank God Bitcoin did not even die before you start believing in Bitcoin. Somebody spent about 5,000 Bitcoin or thereabouts, or 1,000 Bitcoin or 10,000 Bitcoin, I've forgotten exact, to buy just 2 or 3 pizzas those days. Now, 1 Bitcoin, after it has really come down to whatever it is, it's still about $20,000, 1 Bitcoin. And somebody spent about 10,000 of it. Even if it is 1,000 to buy pizzas, that is how funny the world is. Now, recently, you see some coins just coming in and they are pumping. You don't even know what happened. Check Phantom, check Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, and so on. Why are they like that? Number one is they have use value. And how can you create value for something? Number one way of creating use value for something is to have something that enforces people. What I'm trying to say is in cryptocurrency, all cryptos need a house to stay, but they need a home, just like the banks is the home of our currency. They also need a home. And the only home for crypto is what we call blockchain. That is the home for all crypto. But for every blockchain, I can't build a home without having my own child to stay in that home. So most of those home for crypto, which is what we call blockchain, have their own native coin. So if you're staying in me, you're building an app, Your exchange must bill you for it because you are staying in my house. You must pay rent. And the rent is usually in what we call native coin. That is exactly what I was explaining when I said Binance is using his own coin, BNB, as a fuel fee. So that is what those blockchain coins does. So on that one alone, that means you already have a use value. Nowadays, a lot of things are to space. We have what we call NFT, when you just have one picture, one something, and just like in those olden days where people do artwork and they now keep that artwork in the museum. That artwork will now be unnecessarily valuable. You now like, oh, this paper, this drawing, what is so special in it? Now it is happening in the crypto space where you have a design, you have an artwork, creating its value because that particular artwork is just one in the entire world. No one will ever be like him. There is no replacement. It's the original and there will never be fake of it. So the original will start gaining value. All these things are done on blockchains. And there's always going to be transaction fee. Those transaction fees are always done by the native coin. That means that blockchain, their own coin. So that is a use value. Another thing that is in vogue right now is called metaverse. Metaverse is a crazy thing. When I heard about metaverse, I was unable to comprehend. Like, why? Why would this? But this thing is just working now. We don't call it game. We don't call it life. We don't know what to call it. It's just the reality inside computer. It is a virtual earth. That means the replicant of what we do here inside a game, inside computer. How does it work? It simply works like the normal life. Where it's like we have Africa. So we want to take a blockchain as a continent. The land is there empty. Then they start promoting it. People start buying the lands. You can decide to sell your land. You buy your land. People can build on those on the land. You can build hotels. You can build restaurants. You can build anything. But one of the fastest thing and easiest thing to build is because sport on its own has competition that brings money. You know, instead of you going out gambling, you go and play football, you become, a star and this and so on, you build your player and so on. When people are coming to you, World Cup and everything is even done inside, whereby people will be coming in to buy. I heard about something recently that even Premiership is going into metaverse. What they were about to do is to have the real match as it is going on live, because not all of us can go to the stadium in UK, but we can be in the metaverse and be like we are there watching the game live in a kind of, I don't know, it is live, it is a game thing. You will sit in the stadium watching, seeing every look and corner that normal eyes can see. So that is how funny it is. You can, during the COVID, somebody went into metaverse to go and sing. He hosted a concert in metaverse. People went in to buy tickets, go into the club, and They saw their artists singing inside the metaverse. That's how funny, crazy this thing is. Where am I going? The owner of a blockchain owns the metaverse. That simply means if there is transaction native of that, so there is a use case. So now, with all this analysis, with all this explanation, those are just few out of the usage that a blockchain native coin can be. So if you are on this meeting and you heard that there is a blockchain coming up in 3 days' time, and you heard that this blockchain that we are talking about has a native coin, are you not going to buy it? You not going to buy it? Now, away from this, in case you don't know, the reason why coins goes up majorly is because a lot of people are holding the coin. That means they have the coin. But the reason why most coin drops is because a lot of people are means they are selling the coins. That is why when you're trading, it is always going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Because while you are buying, somebody is dumping. While somebody is dumping, you are buying, and the thing goes crazy. So that is exactly what it is all about, staking. That is why staking comes in play. Staking is just fixed deposits. It is just me organizing a system whereby somebody, if I want to organize something like that, I have to openly have when we stake. Staking simply means buy my coins, hold them for the numbers of years, numbers of months, numbers of days that I bargained for. Then I'll compensate you with this number of coins every day or every month or every week or every year. So what does this mean? What is the benefit? The benefit is when millions of people are staking a coin, that means millions of people are holding that coin. Millions of people are holding the coin. They don't want to sell that coin. That means the value of that coin would appreciate because majority are holding the coin. But because I want people to hold it, why will I just hold a coin? I have to compensate them. Now, when I compensate them, the advantage for the people, for those who are holding the coin is they get compensated. Now, they will be having two advantages because when I hold, you hold, everybody is holding, the value will go up. So when I buy $100 worth of coin today, in the next 1 year, when I'll be given my coins to get back, note the value would have grew to something outrageous because a lot of people have owed the coin. And note, when you are staking, they will give you profits every day, every week, depending, and they will still give you your coin back. On. Now, let's come to Ultron. Number one is Ultron is a blockchain, and it has a native coin called ULX. So the ULX coin is what we advise everybody to buy right now because it is going to have a use value. And that use value might be outrageously, it might go on outrageous bull run. Nobody knows. It might stay for the next 1 week. It might stay for the next 1 month. It might stay for the next 6 months. Who knows? But from experience, we know that in 6 months, there is no how it will not go at least maybe 100%. Maybe I'm not good at mathematics. But I know that this coin is just 1 cent now. In the next 6 months, this coin, with our view, experience, and with what is coming on board, at least this coin, that is the least. But there is no how possible that this coin will not go more than 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, thereabout in the next 6 months. Just with what is on ground. And what they now advise us, why we are here, is that they want to even make strong So they want you to fix this coin. Hello, sir. Am I still communicating? I just went out, the network took me out. I don't know if I was communicating or if I've been out for too long. Hello, so somebody should just unmute himself and talk to me.
Hello, Mr. Prince.
Okay, sir. I went off.
Mr. Prince, yeah, you went off.
What was I saying at that time, so that I know when I went off?
You were still on Ultron. You are still on Ultron.
Okay.
You are explaining Ultron to us. Let's start from there, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, as I was saying, Ultron coin. When we talk about Ultron coin, Ultron is a layer 1 project blockchain. Now, I just want to get my track back. I'm sorry. Okay, as I was saying, the project. Okay, I talked about staking for 5 years. Did you hear me talking about staking for 5 years? And I was trying to explain the 5 years, how it works.
Yes. Yes, that's where you broke off from.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Well, like I was saying, this coin is expected to be staked for 5 years. But within the 5 years, they will give you back your actual coin back in batches. You first of all get 30% the first year. After 1 year, you get 30%. You get maybe 25%, and just like that, it's been splitted for 5 years. I don't know exact offhand, so I don't want to quote it wrong. So that is how you get it. But the bitter truth is, after 1 year, that percentage, that 30% that you will be given, most of the time will be more than what your initial capital is. Because this is a layer 1 project, it's a projection. It might not be up to, but I foresee it to be more than. If a coin moves from 1 cent to 10 cents, that simply means, for example, if a coin moves from 1 cent, if at this time, if you buy $100 coin, $100, you will be given 6,000 coins. 6,000 coins. If the coin moves to 10 cents, that means the value of your old coin after a year, if it moves to 10 cents in a year, the value of that coin in 1 year is $600. So even if you are given 30-something percent, you will still get your $100 back. Are you getting it? So it is simple that way. They are going to give us for 5 years. They now said, in those 5 years, away from that amount that you are having, you also be getting compensation every day. For example, you will be getting they will be paying you in coins. They are not going to pay you in dollars. Because most of you ask, how much? How much? No. They pay you in coins. It makes it more interesting. Because those coins that they are paying you with will add to your numbers of coins. And as the coin what you'll be getting and getting same blessed day, $100 investments. If the coin goes to 10 cents, that means you'll be getting $1.2 every day. And if the coin goes to $1, that is $12 every day. That is awesome. But they're not going to be giving you this amount for the 5 years. After a year, there's going to be halving every 1 year. After a year, at June 1st next year, the percentage would now go to 0.1. The next year, it goes to 0.0, then 0.25. It keeps going down. The projection is that after a year, the coin would have overgrown. If the coin grows to 10 cents, and they start paying you 0.1% of the coin, that is about 1.2 coins every blessed day. Still, what you'll be having, because the value has appreciated, is going to be more. It's going to be awesome. And who knows, in 1 year, the coin might even go to $100. With the power of staking, anything can happen. We just saw a coin recently. Recently, the coin was launched around maybe $1 thereabouts, and that coin went to $120,000 per coin, or just one coin. So that is the power of what we have at hand. That is just taken. It has no use value than taken. But because that coin was paying huge every month, it was paying about 50% every month of what you stake. And because everybody was just selling those coins, the coin died almost a natural death. They are still struggling to wake it up again. But with Ultron, it is paying reasonably. It is paying reasonably. And the advantage is that you are getting this information before it even moves to the market. So there is no how you want to lose. And one beautiful thing you should do if you have the money is to buy as much as you can of this coin, because it is a blockchain coin. It has taken, meaning a lot of people will be buying and holding this coin. And this coin is not just going to be dumping all your money back to you. That is the reason why they did say that after 1 year, they will give us all our coins. Because when they give us all our coins after 1 year, everybody will sell the coin and the coin will fall. That is why they said they are going to split the initial coins into 5 years. So that means these people really understand business. They have studied everything studiable. This is not a network marketing project. If you're seeing us networking you, it is because they gave the contract to market the staking alone for us. Ultron is not a network marketing project. They only assigned Marville to do the marketing so that more people can come in, buy the stake, or use the metaverse and so on, and we are all fine. The coin goes up. Buy as much as possible right now. If you have purchased, buy more if you can afford it. But know that this is not a financial advice. You have the right to study, talk to yourself, see if you want to do something that's would take you to more greater heights in the future. But note, as a business person, we all know that there is always risk and not everything goes exactly the way we want. But the way we are looking at this coin, nothing can make to surprise us in a good form. It's gods that have everything. But this coin has everything to surprise us. And if you have the money, become a validator. What is a validator? A validator are people we call whales when you do crypto trading. Whales determine every coin. When they dump a coin, the coin dies. When they move into a coin, the coin wakes up. A lot of people were buying Shiba last year. A lot of people were buying. But the whales came in and they shake the business. And Shiba went very high that a lot of people were happy. That is the exact thing you can become. We call it validator. All you just need is 1 million coins. If you have 1 million coin, the company is expected to share part of the transaction fee and every other profit that goes along Ultron, not the networking part, with all validators. And that is unreasonably uncomprehensible, as in some cannot comprehend. Let me let me explain. When the company grows, at the beginning, it might look like nothing because at the beginning, the business is moving. Gradually, the money might not be that huge. But when the company stands in the next 5 years, you would have forgotten the amount you put in. Because that is the real business. It simply means you're part of the determinant of the company. You are a stakeholder in the company. We are all stakeholders with whatever we bring in. But when you become a validator, you have rights. You're a shareholder. 50% of everything the company makes is being divided among validators. And that 15% can be, we can be talking in tens of millions of dollars among the validators. Because they want you to still keep that coin there. So they have to bribe you. And you will still be earning all this staking reward if you come through Marville. That means if you stake through Marville, you will still be earning all the staking rewards. You'll be getting 0.2. That's about 2 times every blessed day. And when can you become a validator now? Because immediately the coin is being launched in about 24 hours thereabouts, 48 hours thereabout. They said 72 hours. Already, we are almost through with the first 24 hours. So in the next 48 hours thereabout, the coin will start rising. That means the numbers of coin you should get today with maybe $10,000, $12,000 will not be, you will need more to become a validator. In our team alone, one person this week brought in 2 validators. And when the month ended, from Marvel, he ranked up fast and he became a sapphire. He ranked up fast and he shared out of another pool bonus that belongs to the best sellers of the month. He is just a big boy. He didn't come in with much, but he brought in 2 validators and he's now a big boy. This week alone, he made not less than about 3,000 US dollars. Not less than that. What I saw was on the pool bonus and the sales bonus, pool sales bonus. The real money he made, I know from each one of them, he would have made about $2,000 at least. Now, what am I insinuating? People have the money. And if you also have, do. Because this is the easiest time to become a validator. Do validate yourself if you have that amount. It's just about $10,000 to $12,000. I don't know the exact. Just become a validator. And if you don't have the money, keep doing your marketing. Market the projects. As you're marketing, you'll be earning. Then when you earn, then you can become a validator with your earning gradually. Buy 500 today, buy 1,000 tomorrow, and so on. Before you know it, you're a validator. Validators are the real thing when it comes to being part of this business. It's the peak of buying of the coin. You'll be sharing out of you'll be sharing parts of the staking project. You'll be sharing that. You'll also be sharing part of the company's global earning. Ultron global earning, not Marvel, not the networking part now. Away from that, and this month that just ended, 7 people away from these 2 became a validator from my upline's leg. Maybe let me put it upline's leg. A lady, 7. This same country which we are, 7 validators. Just today, somebody was chatting somebody up, trying to tell that person, oh, come and join Ultron. And he said, I'm in it. I analyze coins, and especially blockchain coins. And I see that Ultron is good. I'm a validator. What am I insinuating? People are joining, are validating like normal thing, while some are still to check if I should put on. Well, that is on Ultron, and I don't think anybody would want to say no to this program. If you say no at this time, you blame yourself. My upline said no to Ethereum and went for TBC, OneCoin, and so on. And today he regrets it. But thank God for another opportunity. He has invested in this and is at least earning good as a networker. He has earned about $10,000, about 9,000 plus when I saw his account in 3 months, just promoting this program. So that's another means of making money from this program. That's another huge way of making money. If you can promote this program in 3 months, with us lecturing you, you can earn above $10,000. Our upline has done it, and we see what he did. We can teach you how to do it. Because when he was doing it, he was struggling. But now he knows the secrets. It is just for you to become part of us. Let us teach you what we are doing. It is fun to us. Forget about the difficult work. Who join, go join. Who no go join, no go join. That's our way. We don't want to put in any psychological issue in us. We have instruments we use. We have write-ups. We have presentations. This meeting is always there for you. So there is nothing you need than just follow the full step. It's not going to take much of your time. It's just going to take much time of your phone. It is your phone that will be doing most of the work, not you. The way we designed it, everybody can make it. Networking Ultron. What are the advantages of networking Ultron? Through Marvel, it is Marvel that is in charge of staking, and it is the one in charge of the compensation plan, not Ultron. Ultron is, it's just like me getting a distributorship for Coca-Cola. So it is me that is distributing it, not Coca-Cola. So the same thing here, Ultron is facing its business, improving the blockchain, while Mavi is marketing the staking. If you can bring in anyone in today, you get 10%. It is called direct bonus. Direct bonus simply means when you bring in anybody, you get 10% of what that person is bringing in. If somebody becomes a validator today with $10,000, you get $1,000 instantly. And away from that, there's something we call team bonus. Team bonus is what you earn when people, it is what you earn when people join a weak leg. We have two legs. It's a binary. There is one strong leg that is always there's always spillovers in one leg. You always see people flowing into one leg. If I will share my screen, you'll see what I mean by that. Let me try and share my screen in order to explain this. Okay. Yep, you can see there are two legs. This particular leg is having 8,500 points already. And this leg is only having 18,100 points. This leg is being taken care of by my uplines. I don't care about it. I don't look that side. All I only do is to make sure I improve on my lefts. For every 100 points that enter my left leg, I get $10 for every 100 points. So in a day, you might get 1,000 points and you earn how much? You earn $100. So for every point that entered my left leg, I get 10% in dollars. So the only thing I need to do is just to add more people to my left leg to give me points. And it is not about me alone. When I had you there and you also bring in someone, it has added to my left leg. Anything that happens on my left leg, 10%. So that means if I'm able to bring a validator to this leg, already I have collected $1,000 from 10,000 subscription. If I now bring you to this left leg, it doesn't have to be left in everybody. You just need to look for your weak leg, the leg that is having the least points. So on my own left leg, if I am able to bring another validator there, I'll get another $1,000 because that person did 10,000 points. And 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So for bringing one validator on this leg, I'll get $2,000. That is far above 1 million naira. That is what some people are majoring in, just looking for validators, people that can invest. Now, that is that. There are other means of earning, which I think I should look at. Let me go to earnings. Then we talk about more earnings. Okay. I've talked about the direct bonus. I've talked about the direct bonus. I've talked about the team bonus. Then we have the bonus. Matching bonus is video. That is the third stage. Is the third stage. You only need 10,000 points on the right, 10,000 points on the left. And when you become a power, when you become have access to earn 10% of whatever the people that you bring in directly are earning on their team bonus. So when they are earning team bonus, they earn $10, you earn $1. They earn $100, you earn $10. You earn 10% of whatever they earn there. As you're moving down the ranks, as you're moving to Sapphire, you'll be earning on your first generation, people you bring in directly, and your second generation, those that they bring in. Then as you move in, maybe you go to Ruby, you earn from your third generation also. It keeps going down like that to the seventh generation. You can see I am on Pearl. And in just 1 month, I'm able to earn $300 from that, from those I bring in alone. The $1, 1 cent, $1, as equal to $300. That's awesome. That is how this money can grow. Assuming I've become a Sapphire, I'll be earning on my first and my second. So if this had been my first and second, that means I would have earned about maybe $1,000 or $600 or $800 from this bonus alone, away from the team bonus and away from the direct bonus. So I think we should move further to other means of earning. Then we have what we call cashback bonus. Cashback bonus simply means you bring in 5 people in 30 days that has the same that did the same plan or above that you did. So if you are able to do $1,000 and you see 5 people that did $1,000 in just 1 month, that means you would have gotten 10% of the $1,000. That is $100 each. That is $500. To do that in a month, you have $500. But because I did $100 when I came in, and I now did another, and I was able to bring in people that were able to sign up with $100. Then I was able to, I got $50 extra because in 30 days I was in $5 and above. We also have some global bonus, global pool bonus. That is the most interesting in the networking side that you need to look into. In every complaint I have met, they would only give their pool bonus. That means whatever it's with their, and their leaders are always at the last end of the matrix. For example, either the second to the last or the last alone.
If I catch you here,
okay, who can achieve the last rank, or from the second complaint, with this complaint, you only need to start earning from it when you become, when you get to the 4th rank. It is fire.